Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to explain remedies for Iowa protective order. A protective order is something that someone in the same household can get to prevent an abuser from continuing to engage in abuse. Abuse is a very broad term. It includes more than just physical abuse. It includes threats and harassment. Household can also be a broad term. A remedy is the means to achieve the intent of the protective order. So it's what the court orders the respondent, who's the person being accused of abuse, to do or not do. So the remedies may address who has the right to a shared residence, how child custody will be impacted by the protective order, what happens if the petitioner and the respondent work together or attend the same school. So let's talk about first the rights to a shared home. First, in order to even have an issue of the right, who has the right to a shared home, a right of occupancy has to be established. A party has a right of occupancy if the party's spouse or a person with a legal duty to aid or support them or their minor child solely or jointly owns or leases the property in question. So basically, if the petitioner is just staying with the respondent, they're probably not going to get occupancy of the home. However, the petitioner may have a right to occupancy of the property even if it's solely owned by the respondent, if the respondent has a duty to support the petitioner or the petitioner's child. So if both parties have a right to occupancy, courts weigh the effect that relocation will have on each party and the minor children involved. So they'll look at what sort of hardship will be placed on each party if they relocate. If the respondent is granted occupancy, then they may be required to provide the petitioner with alternative housing arrangements. So that's shared residence. Basically, if both parties do have a right to the occupancy of the residence, courts will weigh the hardships against the parties, and if the respondent's granted the residence, the respondent may have to provide the petitioner with an alternative residence. Child custody can also be impacted by a protective order. So if a child is a subject to the protective order, or if the parent of the child is the person protected by the protective order, courts can affect a child custody order in the protective order hearing, and they'll look at how the protective order or just the events brought to light in the protective order hearing impact the best interests of the child and modify the existing child custody order on a temporary or permanent basis. Next, we'll talk about stay-away orders. Stay-away orders are kind of the most common thing that people think of when they think of protective orders. They prohibit the respondent from coming within a certain specific distance from the petitioner. This may require the respondent to change their work or their school if the respondent works at the same place as the petitioner or goes to the same school as the petitioner. There are also several additional remedies that courts can grant, and they can be very creative, but these remedies include requiring the petitioner to attend counseling, exclusive possession of personal property such as a vehicle, granting that to the petitioner, restrictions on the respondent possessing firearms, and injunctions requiring the respondent to engage in or refrain from any sort of particular behavior that the court finds necessary in order to effectuate the protection afforded by the protective order. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below this post at learn-about-law.com or below the video on our YouTube station. If you need some help, please give us a call at 630-324-6666. That's 630-324-6666. We offer free consultations in many areas of law, and we have several geographic locations for your convenience. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts or watch your videos. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.